All of the following accidents in this video has taken place since 2025. Could you imagine being that car behind that one that veered off the road? How scary that might have been? Take a look at this trailer driver right here. Now you can see him lining up to make the turn, and as soon as he enters the bridge, you can see that there is a problem. It seems like he misjudged the turn. So here you can see the back wheels will be hanging off the bridge. He severely miscalculated the turn, and luckily it wasn't worse than that because it could have completely fell in the water, but as you can see, there's a major design issue with that bridge. Okay, look at this. This is the most recent one. This took place in April 2025. Now, unfortunately, the driver of that vehicle was all alone on the road by himself. There was no bystanders to help him, so unfortunately, the driver passed away. Look at this. A family member towing another family member when the one being towed veered off the road and went into the water. Imagine how scary that must have been for the people involved. And then look at this truck that the edge just pushed out. More I may have to wonder if this bridge is cursed or if there are some wandering spirits that have an effect on this bridge. Make we talk about it. People, welcome to my channel. This is Bird Beak, and today I'll be talking about the flat bridge problem. Before we get into the video, however, please leave a like and subscribe. It literally costs you nothing and it helps the channel out a bunch. With that being said, let's get into the video. Now, before you even get into the problem about flat bridge, let me give you a quick history of flat bridge. The infamous flat bridge is said to have been constructed after 1774, as there is no definite date. There were 6 plantations in the Bagwalk area, and they were all to contribute 1 slave in every 50 to help build the road. This was called the 16 miles walk, and more slaves died during this construction process as they were required to do impossible tasks no one else had dared to do before. Now, with that context out of the way, let me get down into my dissection. People, I really believe that the flat bridge has no major significant historical impact or any significant historical value to the people of Jamaica. I see flat bridge as an unnecessary hazard that was created almost 300 years ago when technology was much more simpler, and I see it as a very stupid hazard because we now have the technology and the capability to solve this problem, but yet we choose not to. But wait, there's more. I mean, it's pretty clear that this bridge was not constructed with the foresight that in the future there will be 2-ton metal boxes streaming down this bridge 24/7, 365. No. Certainly this bridge was not constructed with that in mind. This bridge was a footpath and a path for horse and carriage. So this was not designed for what the modern applications of it is. So first thing first, that's strike one for me. Because if the bridge is not designed for heavy road traffic or vehicles in general, why are vehicles using it? If you understand what I said. Now the second thing is, I hear people say this a lot too. They must say them can't put rail on the bridge because debris and blah 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 and blah blah blah. People, want to take a look on the screen for a moment. Now, the simple solution to solve all of those debris problems is simply, I'm wanting to hear me out for a second, elevate the bridge by at least 2 or 3 meters. Get some more clearance underneath it so debris can freely pass through. Or just move the bridge. And people ask me, what do I mean by move the bridge? I mean, the bridge now for the exactly which part it there. I mean, there must be somewhere down the banking or, where it's a more critical point. Because, I mean, they probably built the bridge there because there was the highest point in the water. That's the most shallow part of the water, so that's where they built the bridge. But if it's the most shallow part of the water, that means that there's not much clearance for debris, if you understand what I say. So them can simply move the bridge to somewhere more suitable for it. And also them can change the angle of the bridge. Right now is a sharp 90-degree turn, which makes it hard for long vehicles such as trailers and trucks to go across. What they can do is make the bridge more diagonal to give it a more streamlined flow of traffic that will slow down the congestion in this area. It will make it safer for the drivers, and all around it's a whole better design than what you can see here on your screen. Now, the reason why I believe the flat bridge is an unnecessary hazard and it holds no significant historical, like it has no significant historical weight to the Jamaican people is because this bridge was built like a very long time ago. And the reason why it was built is not a noble cause. This bridge was built so that slave masters could drive their slaves much faster, get across the river much easier. Like, what about this bridge is so important that we have to preserve it for historical? What? I don't understand. I mean, there are some things that you would keep, like historical things that you would keep to remind the younger generations of things, but not in this case, because this is an active hazard and an active threat to the Jamaican public. This is not a case of, oh, people just need to learn to drive better. No, accidents will happen. You can never know what can happen. But what we can do is prevent those accidents from leading to a death. So, my simple solution to the Jamaican government or to the Jamaican people in general is to sign a petition or create a petition or something where you can get your voices heard and get something done about the flat bridge. Because this problem has been going on for hundreds of years, and if we don't do anything about it, it will continue happening for hundreds of years more. So we need to put an end to the flat bridge dilemma, aka the flat bridge problem. My final proposal to the government is to just simply raise the bridge by 2 to 3 meters and change the angle from a 90-degree to a 45-degree incline to both sides. That way, the traffic flow will be much smoother. Trucks won't have to make such a sharp turn, risking the back of them falling off the bridge. And it's just a better design for the Jamaican public. It makes life easier, it makes life more efficient, and it won't cost $1 billion. I doubt if it would cost even 100 million. That's how simple the solution is. Now, I would really, really like to hear your thoughts on this matter in the comment section below. Especially if you're an older Jamaican, older than the age of 30, 35-year-old. I would like to see what your thoughts on this matter is, because you have been around long enough to know how much disaster took place in this particular area. And I also want to hear from my young audience, such as myself, because I'm only 19 years old. So I would like to hear from my peers as well, hear what you guys think about this content. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So please show me some support by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, or just commenting on the video. It helps us out a bunch and it literally costs you nothing. With that being said, Bird Nation, stay sharp.